phenomena became the net minimum which is expected to be there, but nobody has a really big problem with VPNs. I mean, VPNs work well, right? I mean, we have depended on VPNs for 20 years now. But as we go towards the zero trust access, a lot of vendors come in and tell customers that, hey, you know what, forget about what you're doing today. Here is my cloud service. I'm going to take all of your zero trust access to the cloud. You sit back and think, my applications in my resource center, wherever it is, my app, my data center, my cloud, my enterprise users, and you're telling me to go to your cloud and come back to my own applications to access them? What about the latency? What about the additional security checks I need to put in? At Netscaler, we thought about it slightly different. We said, look, we are anyways in your DMZ providing you secure access to VDI, or providing you secure access to all of your client servers and web apps through the VPN technology. Right? Why wouldn't we be able to provide you a zero trust technology on the same platform? And that's exactly what we did in the last 12 months, is to develop zero trust through Netscaler so that we can provide one single platform. You can do ICA proxy, you can do VPN, and you can do zero trust. Right? All problems solved through one platform. And the third is app modernization. So again, right, you know, it's always good to see customers, you know, their curiosity about, hey, how I'm going to modernize my application, and you know, everybody. So I'll tell you some funny story. Right? Earlier, application modernization was all about, hey, I have one application and this application has 10 modules, right? I'm going to break down every module in a microservice, and that is how my application became modernized, but that's not really what it is, right? And what we do is when we help customers, we tell them that, hey, what it is about being in the north-south versus what it is by being in the east-west where services talk to each other. What's the importance of your API ecosystem to be in microservice-based application, right? And how can we help provide you the visibility and troubleshooting for your application consists in microservices? Think about it. Today, a monolith application is like one block, there's one line of access. In a microservices environment, there's a north-south one line, but east-west could have 50, could have 100 different endpoints. How are you going to troubleshoot those endpoints? How are you going to create observability for those, right? So when we started working with our customers, we identified those as challenges, and our ability as a proxy which can help resolve those challenges, right? So these are the three critical challenges we work with customers and IT to help solve. Now, as we bring back the platform, there are three things we want to focus on. You know, and why, like I explained, right? Why I like XenTegra is because they are the special people. Like they have skills and expertise not found everywhere. Netscaler is pretty much the same kind of a product, right? We don't want to do everything. We want to do three things and be best at. Right? And these are the three things. Number one, we want to lead the game with performance. Right? I'll give you an example. In US, one of the largest, you know, store company, right? And you know whom I'm talking about. When we went to them to tell them that, hey, we can improve the experience and performance, they're like, you know, how could a proxy, you know, how could you matter so much? And we said, okay, fine, you know, let's do this small test. You have your current setup. Let's do a test about somebody logging in and going through a process of selection of the product and, you know, adding the product to the cart and checking out the cart, making a payment and finishing the transaction. Let's see how much time it takes. And then we said, okay, take out that proxy, put Netscaler in and do the same thing. They could save 185 milliseconds on one transaction. And that was eye-opening. For that largest online, largest store, which is trying to be the online store, competing with Amazon, how will you compete if you don't care for that 185 milliseconds for one transaction? And when you multiply it with millions of transactions, you can understand what impact it creates, right? So we're going to be very focused on performance. That's how we became a company. That's how we became a brand. That's how we still own the 8 out of the top 10 .coms in the world. With performance comes the scalability, because all of these companies and brands need runtime scalability. You cannot cut them down, right? You know, Black Friday. We have seen On Black Friday, the traffic doubled, sometimes more than double. How are you going to solve that problem? They cannot provision IT for 2x the requirement just for Black Friday. We help them solve these problems. We help them solve the Christmas problem, New Year problem. In Indian context, the Diwali problem, right? I mean, these are times when everybody goes and does shopping and does gifting, and so that's really important for our customers. Performance with the scale and reliability. The second circle you see is observability. Why observability is important in a very, very simple way is because, as I talked about hybrid multi-cloud, different environments, different application architectures, different setup, multiple clouds. Number one, as a customer, we have lost your ability to know and control all of these diverse environments and the stacks running on those environments. Number two, what we really need is to understand the challenges, complexity, and be able to troubleshoot when things go wrong, right? And we being the proxy which sits in front of applications, we are your best friend. Why? Because we terminate the connections when your clients connect in and we connect to the servers. We can tell you what's going wrong. And to do this right, we acquired a company which provides us visibility on internet latency and internet state of the internet, and we have integrated it into Netscaler so that if you have users who are coming all over from internet, we can tell you what's wrong on the internet, like we can tell you what's wrong inside your network, we can tell you what's wrong on your backend application stack, providing you end-to-end observability and kind of integrating it with third-party services. And the third, obviously, is security, which connects with the secrets use case, like a proxy, VPN, zero trust, the other use case I talked about, right? So these are the three things, right? But these are three important problems our customers are facing, and these are the things we believe we can lead our brand and business with. Why we do all of this, right? I want to leave you with a little bit of excitement that we are also not a traditional, we don't want to be a traditional network company. This is a product we released earlier last year in 2022, and this became the first product. Gartner did a big white paper on this, saying that, hey, network has never been so simple. What we said is we will resolve the problem of complexity by providing an intent-driven solution for cloud, and primarily for cloud. Like, doing the same thing for on-prem is going to be super difficult. It's because you don't control all the environment, but on the cloud you can control the infrastructure, and we build this intent-driven ADC service, which is always learning, always adapting, always protecting the application workloads we sit in front of, right? So a lot of innovation out here. Now, this is my last slide, and I wanted to leave you with this. As I talked about a few brands, Netscaler is a brand, by the way, we all need to be proud of, because this is a brand dominantly built out of India. We started as a company in Santa Clara in 1999. 2001 we formed the India R&D, and since then India R&D has grown to today having more than 85% of our workforce who sits here in Bangalore, right? And we developed this entire product here. We do have our R&D in Santa Clara, but predominantly we are based out of India. Engineers, PMs, product managers, marketing, technical support, we do all of it for the international customers we serve, like sitting here, right? I sit in India, I sit in Bangalore. We do travel, we go meet customers, go meet partners, but we are all here, and this is the kind of network we serve. I showed we have a slide with all the logos, but it's like some of our customers are a little sensitive to showing their logos, but this is the brand, this is the technology you're talking about. With that, I'll leave you, and thank you very much for coming again, and enjoy the day. Thanks very much, Andy and Mike.
So you do have one question to ask, and there's a giveaway.
Okay, great. Thank you, Moin. Thank you. I forgot about that. All right. So, what are the three things Netscaler is going to be known for?
Go ahead.
Perfect. That's fine. You were right. So get 6 because we said it. So performance, observability, and security. These are the three things will matter. Thank you. Absolutely.
Again, I just want to highlight how exciting it is to be welcomed by the vendors. And the conversation over the last 12 hours from the Netscaler team has just been reinforcing the belief in us and what we bring to this market, their investment in this market, our investment going into this market, tying all of it together. It has to work. It just does. I think up next we have John Hare from ControlUp. We've had several meetings since I've been in town, and ControlUp has come up every single time as a technology that is underrepresented here. But as it relates to end-user computing, whether it's through Citrix or VMware or through Microsoft or AWS, whether it includes Windows endpoints, Google endpoints, IGEL endpoints, very underrepresented in terms of mind share, and has a huge potential to help you guys solve problems in a real-time manner.